And we're back on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Westminster Dog Show rehash hour.
Yeah. Yeah, no survivors. Another successful year. That should be the whole point. The Westminster Dog
Do you
Show.
think if one of the dogs survived, he would be labeled the winner?
Yeah, it'd be like Squid Game. It'd be Dog Game.
They just give him the medal on his.
Yeah, they could
In the
just booby
kennel.
trap all of like the like agility things and explode the dogs.
You trick the dogs like, hey, you won the Squid Game, but we're doing this again next year. And if you enter it, we're talking about 30 jars of peanut butter.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't imagine that having a dog suck your dick feels good.
What if you tried really hard? Could you imagine it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't picture a dog getting a rhythm on you.
You ever see a dog chewing on a Kong and it's just like...
It's got to be a toothless dog.
Yeah, a specialty toothless dick-sucking dog. It'd be a special breed.
I'm
be
surprised.
A pink hound.
Actually, that's the only way they get to survive.
Dude, if you could...
the Westminster Dog Show.
If you could remove a greyhound's teeth and then like... I don't know, get like lunch meat wrapped around its snout. That's kind of fleshlight shaped. They're their snoot. They're extremely long, disgusting snoot with no teeth. You could definitely fuck a greyhound in the mouth.
You can probably deep throat a greyhound. They can
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah, I also can't stand. I
They
can't.
get those pelican necks.
Yeah, and dude, every greyhound you see looks like it's on the verge of death. They're just like at all times. They're always just about to die. Man, I feel like I was too mean to my friend Melanie's dogs.
Oh.
No, they're greyhounds.
Yeah,
They don't have
deserve
feelings.
it. They deserve it. They don't have feelings. They barely have a nervous system. All they do is go fast.
Yeah, I think if I was going to let a dog suck my dick, it'd definitely be one of the big dogs. You know, the little ones, they're little yippers. The big dog, you could probably get to...
You're talking about like a mountain shepherd dog.
Brother, like a St. Bernard, you got to turn his barrel around so you can get a good...
All right, so
why is his barrel turned around, Mike?
dude,
He's probably getting in shit.
I haven't really had a chance to talk to you about the Stoner Dad's debacle. But man, what a time that was, dude.
Are you okay?
So since then, I will say I have felt the pressure of the tomb. I was crushed by the tomb as well. I stood my ground. I engaged my core and I lasted through. I got a little bit sleepy, but I was totally chilling. I was still very sassy. I had my edge about me. But dude, it was like it's a high pressure system in there. And so I do have a little bit more to relate to now, but man, watching you just hitting home runs on just like stories and jokes, and like we did this incredible, my favorite thing in a conversation where like we almost never got to the point of what we were talking about because we just went down like so many like other roads, and then we still got back to the point of your story, and I was just like, wow, this is a perfect day. And then 5 minutes into the Patreon, David just takes off his headphones and leaves, and then we checked on him probably 5 minutes later, and then we waited like 20 minutes after that, and we were just like, whoa. And he was not hiding. He was laying. He was laying in the bathtub.
Yeah, we have to choose our words now
For a
because
long time.
other people have gotten a hold of the story secondhand now.
6.
Yes, primarily Brian 6. He's like, dude, fucking Dave was in there fucking crying like a bitch. Dude.
Don't worry, Mary Jo got revenge for you last night. Mary Jo beat the fuck out of 6 for you.
I had to call Big J, have him take me to urgent care.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a live camera in there. It was me, Big J, Hulk Hogan. We were fucking hanging out, watching the live camera feed, and David James is in the tub, jerking off and crying, talking about he misses his mom and shit. And I'm like, bro, you sound like a fucking queer, man. It was
Was
me,
it comforting once you got into the
Big
tub?
J,
Were you okay?
Kermit the Frog, and we were watching. You say what?
Was it comforting once you got into the tub?
Here's why I went into the tub. I actually looked it up. So if it's a foreign substance you're not used to, your body will be like, what the fuck is that? And we'll just be like, try to sweat it out immediately. right? So I started sweating. You guys couldn't see me in the tomb. I got so hot. Yeah. And I think Matt thought I was maybe having a panic attack. I was like, no, I'm not having a panic attack.
That's what we thought, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not having a panic attack.
Well, also, let's talk about the amount of weed smoked. So we didn't pressure. No, we did kind of pressure you up front, saying we were like, "Yo, listen, you're gonna feel like you're too high, but we still think you should have some with us, and we promise it'll be fine as long as you just relax." And then you did. You had a little bit, and you were so great. And then I think between them, when we got higher, you were like, "I'll have more." We were all like, "Yeah,
in between the shows,
yeah, dude, have more." No pressure from us, but we celebrated it maybe a little bit too much. And then, man, the countdown started, and you just got sweaty.
Well, I was telling Mike before we started, like what I felt was like, okay, I was cool with the first show. I did like one hit, and then in between, I did it was a big hit. And then like there was still smoke like halfway in it,
and it's a frozen bong. It's a freeze pipe.
What does that mean?
It's like there's an ice coil. So not only are you pulling it through like several different rounds of like clean, cool water, there's frozen coils that the smoke's traveling through. So it's just like almost pleasant to inhale it. You don't feel any harshness. So you're crushing yourself and you don't realize it. So you're just like, you'll exhale and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, because I took it. There was like, I guess half of it was there, and they all give me that look like you can't leave half of the bottom. You can't leave the rest of the bottom. So I was like, okay.
That's how you interpreted the look. We were just acknowledging. Yes, you did.
So then I finished it, and then like I immediately started coughing, and you guys like, oh, he must have had a strong one because no one else is coughing like that. Yeah, I was having a fit, and then I was able to get my voice back, and that's when we started. And I just laid down, and I remember I was like, just floating.
You carried away on the winds by your ancestors, dude. Yeah, it's tough.
I think the last thing I remember saying was like, Matt had messed up someone's name, and I said something like, "Oh, you mean Brendan Fraser?"
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
He called him like George of the Jungle or something.
Something. Yeah, well,
something weird.
Yeah. And then like that was my last time I could get a word out. And then I realized, like, right after that, I was like, oh, words aren't coming.
Whoa.
Words are not coming.
Cool. I love that.
And then I started sweating. That's why I went to the bathtub. And I kept my clothes on, despite what fucking Brian says. But
did he say you got naked?
No, I'm sure that's going to be the next version of the story. But I just laid in the bathtub because I was sweating profusely, man. And I just laid there. I was like just trying to ride it out.
Yeah.
I just kept on telling myself.
We thought you were freaking out.
No, but also like I was trying to like maintain like a level of like calming myself down. So I'm like looking at my watch to check my heart rate. I'm like, okay, my heart rate's normal, so I'm not having
my heart rate's always 213.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Was there a part of you that thought about taking all your shit off and turning the water on?
No.
I get like that during diarrhea.
Oh man, nothing's better than a diarrhea shower.
Yeah.
Like I want to be ice cold. When I have diarrhea. I wish there was like an airbag suit where like if you get into like a away game diarrhea situation where you like yank a thing and you get covered in just like cold compress.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
You should bring that on Shark Tank, a diarrhea shirt.
I should. Yeah. Could you imagine like yanking the cord and I get covered in like inflatable cold shit? That'd be awesome.
Well, I saw you posting about this week about how like this is the kind of weather where you pull your shirt up.
You gotta get some air on your belly.
Dog, that's your Shark Tank T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's one that like easily like maybe like you yank it up from the back.
Oh, it's dad wear.
And it stays up.
That's. I don't want to go back to that. Forget about Shark Tank. Oh, all right. So you didn't have a panic attack. That's good.
No, I was like, but I realized like anything I was thinking, I couldn't remember it 10 seconds later. So I had no short-term memory, and like I also was kind of tripping between planes where I'm like,
you were anamorphing into a fish.
Well, I remember like I was listening to you guys, right? And I was trying to like, wait, is this a recording? Are they playing a recording of the first show? Like, why are they playing a recording of the first show? And then I was like, wait, I think I know what they're gonna say next. I was like, am I psychic now? Or are they playing a recording?
I wish you would have been talking like this in the moment. That's so fucking funny.
I couldn't talk. I think I was trying to send you guys. I think I got one successful text message out, and I was like, hi, so hot, something like that. And then there was another one that I tried. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I said like Radio Raheem, LOL. I don't even know what the joke was in my head.
You had a weed stroke.
I think you guys were talking about a boombox or something. And I had this
Maybe.
Radio Raheem joke or something.
I completely.
But I
have
get it out.
I can't recall anything from those things because, like, dude, I'm not a heavyweight. Like, people can make fun of me for being a bitch with weed, but I don't care. I get super stoned.
Yeah.
And I can't recall anything. And then when I watch it back, I just feel embarrassed. And I'm just like, all right, well, this is all lost.
Yeah. I do remember you checked on me twice, I think.
Jeez.
And then like McCusker came and checked on me like twice after that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought about getting a fat Jamaican nurse to care for people if that happens again?
Ooh.
Have her wear scrubs?
Baby? Yeah, that would be cool. We should all wear scrubs for Stoner Dads, actually.
Yeah, man, but I was fucking in another plane, man.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, at least you had that, you know?
But it's funny because it's like my brain was so on high alert, rapid fire jokes or whatever, and then it just was gone. Yeah.
Got out from under you.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was conscious enough. It's like I can't pass out in a tomb on camera.
It would have also been funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it played out was very funny. It could have been anything that would have happened would have been funny.
Yeah.
As long as you weren't just like crying and like, guys,
Yeah.
I think I'm too. I want you to go to the hospital. Yeah. Like, if you begged us to take you to the hospital, that might have also been funny.
That's probably going to be in the story 2 weeks from now. A third version.
Yeah.
Take me to urgent care, please.
Yeah, and then I sat with him in the apartment where we shoot it for like an hour and a half afterwards.
Did you sit on the toilet?
Good. No, no, not you.
No, I was able to sit up and like in like Sydney and you were talking, and but I couldn't. I still had no strength. You didn't notice I wasn't participating in the conversation.
No,
as much.
not at all.
I was just riding it out. Still, I was like, okay, I'm in the phase where I can sit in a chair. I can sit in a chair now. I'm getting there.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
That was really worth it.
Yeah.
Damn, brother.
Just non-functioning, no short-term memory.
Dude, and then I went into the tomb either a week or 2 weeks after that, and I got so. Did I tell the story about bombing the Carl's Jr. audition on here? I think I told that last week. Yeah, so I definitely did not get this part, but I got so high on Stoner Dads, and I got home with nowhere near enough time to like throw water in my face and like hydrate enough. So I was like dry mouthed. I was doing that thing where like you're trying to keep you're raising your eyebrows thinking it's holding your eyes open, but you just look like French Stewart instead.
Yeah.
Guys, do you mind if we do this audition from the bathtub?
So so it was a Zoom callback. And I'm sorry if I'm retreading this, but like I nailed every take. They'd be like, okay, let's try one when you're annoyed. You're not quite angry, you're annoyed. Let's do that. And I'd be like, bam, and I'd finish the take. They'd be laughing, and then I'd instantly just be like, okay. And dude, here's where I blew it. So it was like a very Philly-centric commercial, and they wanted me to say shit like, yo, John, used, and like that shit.
Utterly retarded.
And at one point, they were like, hey, could you please use these two lines?
No.
And that was the only lines they gave me, and I was avoiding using them. And I was like, I'm such an idiot, because I would have liked the money, but I was like, yeah, you know, everyone in Philly would absolutely like pounce on anyone that talked like this. Like, I know that you think like you're hearing words escape the city like this. If we actually heard anyone talk like this, it would like we'd kind of push them around. Mm-hmm. This is like cringe and it sucks. And they were just like, oh, okay, so can we just get one take with those? I was like, yeah, I guess so. So it was it was a disaster in that regard, and I didn't even realize like that was why it was so bad until later on. I was just like, I was really good. Mm-hmm. And then I realized like, oh yeah, I got so high that I told them that their shit was terrible.
Yeah, they probably wrote those words.
They did not like it.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, man. That's just, you know what? I'd rather be me and broke than a dick sucker with $4,000.
I don't know. You can do a lot. You can kill a lot of dogs for $4,000. How much does the AR-15 cost? Like $1,500? You can buy 2.5 AR-15s.
It's a Patreon goal now.
Dog, just imagine having enough money where you could buy purebred dogs just to kill them.
Pull.
Dude, it's so funny you bring that up. I just watched an interview with Terry Crews yesterday where he talks about throwing a dog as far as he could.
How far?
He said he threw this dog so far and so hard that when it hit the ground...
This is Black World's Strongest Man.
This is Black Discus.
Is this the bonus scenes from White Chicks?
Yeah, that dog was making his way downtown. But he says he threw this dog so hard and so far that when it hit the ground, his leg broke. And he says as he took this dog, he said the dog would eat its own poop and it would infuriate him. And this is what kind of indicated to him that he had an anger issue. So he was home alone with the dog. The dog ate its own turds.
Is it a puppy? Usually puppies do that.
I don't know, man. But this is probably a dog that he never broke of that habit. So it could have been an older one.
Still, I don't think any grown-ass dog does that.
But anyway, he took the dog out front. And as he's taking it out front, he says his wife and his kids are just pulling up. And he launched this dog as hard as he could. So hard that it broke his leg. And this was on like a positivity podcast that he told this story.
Didn't he say he was like touched or molested or something?
Yeah, he
by,
got
like, a
by
producer.
an
he got
yeah.
sharked by a Jew. A Jew put a Jew tended his fingers and shoved them up his ass. Yeah. He was at like a cocktail party and a guy went, "Oop, gotcha!" And Terry Crews is like, "I've been raped."
We're gonna need a bigger yarmulke.
That happened to Brendan Fraser too.
Jews.
What did Brendan Fraser do? Get molested?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think they were just getting ball tapped at Hollywood parties, and they're like, "This is Me Too." They were like, "We're boy Me
This is us
Too's
too.
now."
Boy, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, there was definitely old like money creeps just grabbing Bird and saying like, "You'll never work in this town again."
I'll tell you what, man. There are a few things that's tried and true as the ball tap. You can just rock somebody's world with a flick of the wrist.
We'll never diverge from the ball tap on like an evolutionary regard. It's with us forever.
That would be funny if like part of the evolutionary chart was just how hard you can flick.
Oh, dude, like the evolution of man and like the one, like there's a guy walking at the end and then there's one in front of him ball tapping backwards.
The knuckle draggers just winding up.
Imagine how weak their balls were back then now because of
Oh,
evolution.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is our best version.
Devastating, man.
This is our best version of defensive tactics when it comes to balls. Imagine how bad they were.
There's ball
before we
tap
evolved.
hieroglyphics somewhere.
It could have been the opposite though. They could have been ball tapping way harder back then, and we've lost some of it. You know.
Yes, well, that's the thing because they're like kind of like retarded, so they don't feel like
I think
we
back
do.
then, scrotums were like walnut shells, and if you flicked a dude's balls, you'd be like, "Damn, that one kind of hurt."
They also had that caveman pubes, which is like that's a defensive
do we know what
shield
those were
right
like?
there. Yeah.
Do we have any idea what caveman pubes were like?
Kind of like bird nest.
They were wicker. They had wicker pubes. Damn, cavemen probably got their dick sucked.
Ooh, man. That's gross.
You
Imagine
imagine
sucking a caveman dick.
Do you imagine throat noises just echoing in a cave? You got a lady who's like, she's not even fully not monkeys anymore, and she's just like throating you hard as fuck while you paint shit on a cave wall.
Damn. You're a pimpanzee, baby.
Pimpanzee. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Those ladies.
Do you think they fucked in weird positions even back then? Or do you think that was a new development as time progressed?
Good one. Yeah.
I don't think they were doing Kama Sutra stuff. I think it was just straight up grabbing her hair, biting her, just savage stuff.
But how nasty you think the dudes were getting? Like,
Rah! Ooh, especially gay Cro-Magnon men. Gay
yeah,
man, that's gay sex, baby.
Dude, getting topped by a caveman.
Or when you're walking on all fours, you're already in the position.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, your cheeks are exposed. You
Yeah.
got a
Oh
big
my
shiny
God.
butt bouncing through the air. What's up? Oh, boys.
Wearing a loincloth. Everyone's got a loincloth.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's heaven, baby.
Probably
It'd be
awesome.
great if there was a frozen gay caveman.
He's found with his own club in his mouth.
It's like, ooh, looks like his beard is frozen. It's just cum. It's just frozen cumsicles in his beard.
Dude, I mean, just like being fossilized, receiving like bukkake loads in your face.
Then they teach him how to speak. Like, so, were you gay? He's like, no.
Bro, the volcano explodes and you're all encased in ash as dudes are just planting them on your face. Oh.
That's the worst if you're down low gay during that time, and then the ash is about to fucking freeze you in time. You're like, oh no.
Yeah. You're in a museum forever, just getting your face cummed on. That's gotta suck.
Yeah, that's my worst fear, dude. That was like fucking prehistoric. Getting murdered in a hotel by a trans person.
That's your biggest fear?
No, it's not my biggest fear,
okay.
but for people that are down low.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, if you had to rank them. Oh man. So yeah, that was David in the Tomb. For a time.
Yeah. No, it's I think the fans of the podcast, a lot of them started following on Instagram after that.
Well, they
I
they
think
thought
some
your
of them didn't even
performance
know
was
I
admirable.
if they hadn't seen the Patreon, they didn't know that I tapped out.
Oh yeah, they're only watching the free episode. Like, wow,
Yeah.
man, you were really great.
Yeah.
Just like, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Purposely not mentioning the Patreon.
Yeah.
Man.
That was. I would say this though. That was a interesting ride home. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
15 under the speed limit.
Well, I noticed. I was like, what sucked is you guys stayed around until I was functional, right?
Mhm.
But by that time it was rush hour.
I know.
So now I gotta like drive home with and look at the Google directions because it's taking me all back roads.
Yeah, I got fucked too, man.
Yeah, and I'm like high, and I'm like fuck.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and it's just basically double fisting the steering wheel, which I never do.
Squeezing it, dude.
Yeah,
White
yeah.
knuckling all the way home. Yeah, sorry to be out there.
Yeah.
Y'all been watching Love on the Spectrum?
No, I watched one episode. I was meeting. I went to a Memorial Day barbecue, and I was meeting people for the first time. I didn't know there was going to be friends of friends there. I didn't know there was going to be mutuals. I thought it was just going to be like our squad. And our friend invited his other friends over, and I always dread that. But this was pleasantly surprising, and it was nice. But I started a conversation about how I wanted to get into kites, and it was fine, I guess. But like, I went too long without checking with Mary Jo to see if I was like spurging out. I forgot to like check my Asperger's, and I was just like, yeah, I'm trying to get into kites this summer, and it's like I feel like you kind of have to like make one. Like you don't just buy kites. I think like when you see like cool octopus kites, that's like people making them, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I said this. And the one guy ended up saying like, oh yeah, my brother's really into kites. He got so into kites that he ended up like kiteboarding and like jumping over islands and stuff like that. I was like, damn, that's what's up. And then we went home, and Mary Jo was already watching Love on the Spectrum, and I started watching it. And the only episode I saw was this guy inviting someone on a kite date.
Oh.
Just like so drenched in autism was I, and I was just like, I can't watch anymore. It's like physically painful to look at the TV when it's on now.
Oh my god, man.
I know, man. I feel like such a fucking loser.
You know, like
I
speaking
can't.
of our friend Gerben, he can't watch Curb Your Enthusiasm
Because he's so neurotic.
because he's like it's like watching himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I get that way with. Do you get that way with any shows, any movies?
That it's so much like myself. I don't know about that. I did have to turn off Love on the Spectrum. There's two fakers.
Yeah, you're saying.
The anime girl and the hot blonde lady are faking it.
You think?
I know, dude. I've been in the autism game for close to 2 decades.
Yeah.
And at this point, I have like a jeweler's eye.
Yeah.
So the second I saw those two, I was like, all right, they're phonies. That's autistic zirconium.
Ooh.
So I can't watch it. I believe the guys are full on, but
Yeah,
man,
for
those
sure.
two hot ladies.
Yeah, the
So
animation lady.
They're fake valor,
yeah,
Yeah.
autism.
yeah.
Yeah.
The animation lady.
Stolen Spectrum.
Do you think the animation lady is like putting on like an affect when she talks?
Yes.
Yikes, Mike. I think you need to apply your sleuthing powers to this. I think you need to
I'm
blow
gonna
this-
find footage of her not being aware of train
you gotta
schedules.
You gotta blow this wide open. Yeah, I can't
Is
stand
this on
the-
Netflix? What's it
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
There's an Indian guy who's very cool and very likable.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But yeah, those two fakers, man. I can't get past it.
Dude, you know what's nuts to me? I didn't know this, and I've been watching the original Love on the Spectrum since the beginning. I think they lump like Down syndrome people in with autistic people.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to crossbreed them, which is I wasn't aware of that.
Speaking of Westminster,
I didn't know that was legal. I thought that you had to be like you have to. I don't know if there's like a threshold of retardation to make it legal to have sex.
there's not. Dude, they tear it up.
Yeah, well, I know you have to be retarded to have sex with a retarded person, or it's illegal. Yes, you do. You're not allowed to.
you just
You're not
really-
allowed to mix
actually-
normal people and
actually,
retarded people.
You really just need some candy and toys.
That works for me too.
It's like you like
Usually
kites.
what I
You're not allowed to have sex with a retarded person unless you're retarded. That's rape.
Tim, I don't think. Well, yeah, all right.
That's rape.
Well,
Maybe not in the according to the laws of man, but if I understand anything about God and the way He works,
Danny,
that's a
can you
sin.
Google this on your phone?
Yeah.
would
But
say
yeah,
those
so I was
camps
so
are-
then
yeah.
beyond that, I was surprised that they thought Down syndrome people and autism people were sexually compatible. I thought Down syndrome was probably at like a floor below autism people. Like let the autism people have sex. Down syndrome people, don't throw them into that tank. Don't put them in that pen. You know.
Yeah, don't get them out of that turtle tank.
And then I don't know if there's anyone under, like, I guess if you're like a vegetable guy, they could like match up with a vegetable girl and like push you, like make you guys have
Monday
sex.
Night Football, your chairs into each other.
Yeah, like Terry Schiavo people. I think that they can like, because I know that they jerk those dudes off. I know they could probably just get you hard and then like spread the girl's legs and then like mash your wheelchairs together. But then you can't have one of those have sex with a Down syndrome person. That would be rape.
Man.
And then you don't want a Down syndrome person moving up into the autism leagues because then that's rape. And then I think autism people though, they can like they're like a goldfish in a plastic bag in an aquarium. It's like they can have sex with normal people too.
Yeah, this
Well, they used to
is
categorize like weed as the same categorize as drug as like cocaine.
I think it's exactly what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
so
that-
you got indicas and sativas of retarded people.
And you got hybrids.
Yeah,
And those are autistic Down syndrome people.
you got sativas and Indy chairs.
Yeah. Like, dude, I definitely have
I
Asperger's
don't believe in
tendencies.
brain mixing.
You know what? I'm gonna commit to. I'm gonna take an online autism test on Twitch this week.
Okay, cool.
I'm saying that because I have such Asperger's tendencies that it does worry me to watch Love on the Spectrum and go like, wow, there's a chance that I'm so fucked up that I should be having sex with Down syndrome people. I shouldn't be having sex with a normal wife.
I think you're just trying to talk yourself into down.
Yeah, you got one. It's that Victoria's Secret lady that turned him out.
I think a year
Yeah.
from now, Tim's gonna be saying the exact same thing in front of a judge. It's
Dude,
just
imagine-
like, Your Honor.
Yo, imagine. Remember how like dudes would come out of the closet and like leave their family in the 60s? It's like I've been gay this whole time. What if I came out as retarded and left my family to go be retarded?
I
think
think
that's
you'd do
essentially
much
I Am
different.
Sam.
Yeah.
Tim's like, sorry kids, I gotta
Yeah.
go to WrestleMania. I gotta be who I am.
That's the deadbeat dad excuse. Instead of going out for cigarettes, you go out for WrestleMania.
Dude, I mean,
Sorry kids, Daddy's gotta go to the Ferris wheel.
yeah, I'm going out for funnel cake. I never come back.
Dude, I got to be honest. There wouldn't be much about your lifestyle that changes much.
I know, dude. I know, dude.
Dude, you live the life of a well cared for retarded boy.
What do you think is the biggest? What's the dead giveaway?
You don't engage in activities that don't appeal to your mouth, dick, or asshole.
Okay. Yeah. Is that? Wait, I thought that was just being cool. I thought that was just cool.
Cool, retarded, tomato.
Yeah.
But your whole thing is about indulging your desires and having a good time.
Don't forget it.
That's the retard ethos, dude.
Yeah. Oh no.
If
I do feel like sometimes I feel like when I have a week where I get like a lot of like DMs from people, I do feel like Shutter Island. I do feel like I'm being treated nicely as like a like I'm secretly on like podcasting on the spectrum or whatever, and I don't know. So I do get kind of not sketched. I do get kind of like spun out by people being nice to me at the same time.
dude, I think the only thing you're missing is a championship belt.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the world heavyweight champion of fun for sure this summer. I'm gonna be the undisputed king of fun, and I mean, people can challenge me if they want to, but fool's errand, if you ask me. What's that?
If you turn out to be autistic, does that make MJ a rapist?
If I turn out to be autistic, I'm like MJ rapist.
You raper, dude.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's a good question, and we have kind of talked about this. Well, Mary Jo has a theory, Mary Jo has a theory that if two autistic people reproduce, the child would be gay, and if two gay people somehow stick it out and reproduce, that child's autistic. You know what? I realize that if I explain any more of this theory, I'll be revealing some maybe life-changing shit talk from my wife. I just want to make it clear that I agree with her and I think it's a sound theory. But you know, we've seen some proof that we're both autistic.
Well, if that's the theory, then maybe it explains why son doesn't want to talk to girls.
Yeah,
If that's the theory.
yeah, dude.
But
I'm
if
gonna-
he does
I'm
want to talk to girls, then it breaks the theory.
I know this is. There's no good outcome here.
Yeah.
This is the third season of Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, I should get myself diagnosed retarded, declared. I should get myself declared retarded.
I do
and then
declare.
sue my wife. And then that's so funny because it's lose-lose for her. Either I get myself declared retarded, she either has to get sued by me and possibly found guilty of a felony, or she has to get herself declared retarded.
Or she has to register as a sex offender.
Yeah,
She's got to
Ooh.
register.
Can you be a retarded sex offender?
I think most of them are.
Yeah, you
I
can.
think a lot of them are, dude.
All right, let's cut him a break. I mean,
Yeah.
let's call him something else,
She definitely could be retarded.
like
sex
bad boys or something. Like he's a registered bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Sex offender is a little harsh for somebody who just likes pickles.
Because, I mean, if you have the mind of an 8-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want the body of an 8-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had the mind of an 8-year-old but the libido of a grown man, I could definitely
Nightmare
understand. I could understand. I can't, like, if I put myself in that headspace, I can't imagine a cooler feeling than having a fully erect penis at the playground.
Dude,
letting everyone know.
Dude, there was a guy who was a problem around here. He was a local township worker who was just fucking jacked, and he just seems like he had like a severe head injury. You know how like they're just permanently whimsical? Mm-hmm. He's one of those, and I know he was hanging at a local pool, and it seems as though he does have the mind of a child, so he was interacting with teenage kids. And I don't think he meant any harm, but at the same time, if you're like a jacked 50-year-old interacting with fucking low teens.
I don't trust any jacked 50-year-olds, by the way.
He's jacked because like he does all the heavy lifting in a local township.
Shout out to
Setting.
Andy Nolan.
Yeah.
Andy Nolan.
Andy Nolan might be the exception that proves the rule. But anytime you see a jacked 50-year-old dude wearing like the wraparounds with his shirt off and his abs out, keep an eye on him.
He's a 14 porker.
Keep an eye on that guy. Yeah. Yeah, oh man. Short gray hair. You know, board shorts with like a design that's not really appropriate for a 50-year-old guy. Tanned as the day is long. Do you know what I mean? Those are the worst people on earth
You're
sexually.
describing one of the first sex offenders I ever met.
Nice, dude.
This dude walked into the office wearing some fucking Ace Ventura pants.
Yep.
And he had a SpongeBob folder. Yeah, with his pay stubs in them.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, you fucking creep. Didn't even realize how creepy he is. Like, you have the creepy outfit on.
Yeah.
Oh, who lives in a cell block down by the sea?
Yeah, like you drive a pickup truck and like you kind of act like you need it for your job, but you definitely don't need a pickup truck for work. You know what I mean? You're that kind of guy. Keep an eye on them, man. Don't let them around your daughters.
Yeah, he's like, this is my work van. Where do you work, Burger King?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Yeah, they keep it a mess on the inside just so it looks like you work in it. Just like, why are there folders everywhere?
Speaking of burgers, dude, if you do get declared autistic, I think you should open up an Asperger's like Wahlburgers.
Ooh, I'll capitalize on it. Obviously, I'll
yeah,
make
you can
money.
do well with that.
I'll make money off of being retarded for sure.
You just memorize every order.
Yeah,
Nobody ever has to repeat one.
I'll get my Down syndrome side bitch.
The registers is always chaos.
Well, there is levels to Down syndrome, right? You know?
Yeah, it's like jujitsu.
I'm pretty sure, like, the high-level Down syndromes talk bad about the low-level Down syndrome.
Oh, like light skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which ones are gay? Which ones? Which ones did like the Down syndrome community decide are like weak and gay, like light skinned black guys?
I think the cutoff is whether or not you could post your own TikToks. If you can navigate TikTok on your own, the velvet rope opens.
I think like
What's that show? Life Goes On.
Yeah,
Corky, right? I think that's a high level. If you're able to act and memorize lines, I think you're high level Down syndrome.
He used to he might still have a band, but he used to have a band that he performed at a local special needs school. And I was so fucking pissed. This old friend whose ass I beat, and it ended our relationship. We were supposed to go one night, but he was taking forever getting home from work, so we missed out on the concert.
Oh.
They had some bangers too. They had Eating is Fun. Eating is fun. Eating is serious. Eat too much, you're going to eat too little, you're going to disappear. You eat too much, you're going to be delirious. That's when eating gets serious. Eating is so much fun. That was one of their songs.
Don't eat the glue. Don't eat the glue. Glue is not good for you. Don't eat the glue. Don't.
Write what you know, baby.
Don't.
Oh, you mentioned Radio Raheem earlier. Corky sang "Fight the Power" on an episode.
If you like jerking your penis,
and getting caught in your zipper.
And if you like coming on your dad songs, don't.
There was a bit I had to quit doing, but it was making fun of gay dudes who are obviously gay, and then they have this dramatic reveal to their family that they're gay when everyone already fucking knows they're gay. And then I would say that would be like a person with Down syndrome revealing to their family that they have Down syndrome. And that would be enough for the joke. But I had decided to write it out and perform the Down syndrome person coming out to his family.
Mom, Dad, I bet you're all wondering why I invited you to the living room. Well, we're actually in your bedroom, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, I've never felt quite right in my own skin. So I went online and I took a Down syndrome test. Oh, honey, we won't. Dude, the key to doing, by the way, the key to doing Down syndrome impression is you have to stick your tongue out and make sure the edges of your tongue are touching both corners of your mouth at the same time.
Ooh.
That's all you have to do. And you can talk like Down syndrome. I look at their eyes to see how deep they are in Down syndrome.
Ooh, you could tell a faker, you think?
No, I mean, you can't fake Down syndrome.
Brother, you're doing it right now.
How strong they are on the Down syndrome force?
Yeah, like, if they look, the more they look like Buzz Lightyear, the less severe the Down syndrome is.
The more they look like Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah. Yeah, like, the more they look like because I think Buzz Lightyear is just Pixar Down syndrome. But, like, when their eyes are, like, beadier and smaller and closer together, that's, like,
beyond infinity.
Yeah. Like, they can't make jokes. That's the biggest distinction, I think, is they can either make jokes or they can't.
Dude, most of them can. Like, they're hams. They really have a good time. I'm telling you, dude.
I think a lot of them, they know they're special.
Tim, get tested for Down syndrome too. You might have it.
I'll throw it in there.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta enter these Olympics if you can.
Ooh, damn! Wow.
Like MMA.
Dude, Special Olympics MMA.
Yeah, you gotta enter that, man.
Yeah.
Muay Thai, you can win it all.
Man. What? Man. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Dude, you're going to be the fucking Leah Thomas of Special Olympics.
No, after the Westminster talk, I don't want to talk about the Special Olympics. I'm just having, like, sometimes I get the urge, this might be another autism thing, sometimes I get the urge to say the worst thing I can think of.
Oh, yeah, I get that all
And I'll
the time.
say, isn't it funny that I thought the worst thing in the world? And I want to do that right now about the Special Olympics. And I'm forcing myself not to. And I think we should change the subject. I'm just living as autistically as possible
Just
now.
whisper it.
I know. I want...
Just a little bit, just a taste.
Well...
Just a little bit.
Would you get in the same amount of trouble? No, forget it, dude. I don't want to know. I don't want to talk about the Special Olympics anymore. Not until I have my test results. Once I have my test results, dude, let's go crazy.
Okay.
But for now, dude, let's assume I'm not retarded and I can't say anything I want to.
All right.
Or even don't want to. You know?
We'll wait for the results.
Yeah.
It's going to make us hotter for them.
Yeah. I don't know why I even think it's funny to say the dumbest thing that comes to my mind. Does everybody have, like, your first reaction to anything you hear, do you have the worst and dumbest reaction first, and then you take a second to go, yeah, that is the worst thing ever, and then you think your real thoughts? Do you do that?
I think my real thoughts are the dumbest shit that anybody could possibly think of.
Or if not even the dumbest, like the worst.
Absolutely, yeah.
Those are your real thoughts?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's everybody's real thoughts or just yours?
No. I don't think it's just mine, but I think most people don't think similar things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Danny, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the worst thing first, then I dial it back.
Yeah, you think, okay. You think the worst thing first, and you go, okay, as long as I don't land there. And then you go, that is pretty funny, though. Right? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Maybe I am normal.
Kind of rooting for this test now.
I know. I'll do it too. I'll take the test on Twitch on, I guess, Tuesday night or something like that.
Take it on Maury Povich.
Oh, my God. You are
Tim, you are
not
retarded.
retarded. Yeah.
Look at the
Actually, he's
eyes.
probably
Look
going to
at the
celebrate
tongue.
that. He's going to celebrate that
Dude.
he is retarded.
I'm sitting in the middle of the stage. On one side, I have my wife. On the other side, I have my Down syndrome side bitch. They're throwing chairs at each other. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
You think down sluts are super slutty in presentation or just in
complete
action?
hedonists. Complete hedonists, for sure.
I bet you at the special camps, they're banging the fuck out of each other. Yeah,
They have camps?
yeah, of course.
buddy,
Everybody has
they
camps. It's a camp for everybody.
You think there's retarded camp and they do a lot of fucking?
I would assume so.
Why? Okay. Would it be legal to make a documentary about this, Danny? Would it be legal for us to go to retarded camp and make a documentary about how sexual they are?
I think it's legal.
You think it's legal? That's all I need to hear.
I think they're either banging or nothing happens at all. I don't think there's any in between.
Dude, imagine
There's
being the
porking.
person who has to like go around and like put a stick between like going into the bunks at night and like, get out of that, come on. Jimmy,
There's
Lisa,
a guy who I don't know.
stop sucking his dick.
I don't know if you ever met this guy, but Dave, you probably met him, and I'll tell you who it is after the show. But he got a job as a lifeguard at a special needs pool, and when his first day there, they were bringing in groups. Like every hour had a different group, and the first group that got brought in on his first day, they're like, "Look, this one kid, when he gets in the pool, he will start sucking his own dick." And he's like, when he does it, you just have to let him because he'll be an absolute fucking terror the rest of the day.
If you interrupt his dick sucking.
Yeah.
His own dick.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty flexible.
In the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, no one can sit on the floor with their legs straighter than retarded people.
I know. They have
Like, dude, you
yeah.
like I even like trying to. I'm feeling like pressure in my hamstrings right now, dude. They can just plop down on the floor and play with micro machines
Yeah,
for like
every
6 hours
special I
with their
remember
legs
from-
completely straight.
From school was flexible as fuck.
Dog, when they need to do something, they turn in the fucking T1000.
Yeah. 'Cause you know what it was? They would like take these naps in these weird positions, but they would just take a nap, like you said, like they would take a nap with like their legs straight and like their forehead on their knee. You know,
Yeah.
you just take this flexible special nap.
Yeah, they sleep like
Yeah.
homeless guys. So, what was this kid's form? Do you know what this? Did you ever get to watch this?
I did not.
You
He
never got
actually
to
he
see it?
made it into a joke.
I would have
But I
gotten
never
each one of my
elaborated.
friends
Well, if you're
to
in
come
the
to work with
pool-
me one at a time.
We got to work out these logistics. So, okay.
Yeah, so was he putting his head underwater or was he putting his dick above water?
Well, he's retarded. Well, he's retarded, so he's probably in the baby pool.
Actually,
So,
Right.
he was probably just spinning like, you know when you get a basketball in the water? How you could just like make it keep going around and around and around. That's
he's
probably
doing-
what his body was
He's doing
doing.
dolphin flips. He was going off the high dive and doing that like tuck flip where you grab the back of your calves and he's just sucking on the way down while he flipped.
well, he's got to be in the shallow end because otherwise he drowned.
Man, what a way to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably just sitting on the steps in the shallow end. Just
Yeah. Oh, you know what it was? He probably just was sitting on the side.
but
had his
dude,
feet
imagine
dangling in.
imagine what that mouth
Yeah.
feel like though. Imagine Down syndrome mouth sucking your
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
dude. Imagine all that tongue just lapping you up.
Well, think of it like this. You know how you can get a strap on to put on? Your wife can do it to your butt? Like, what if there's a strap on tongue you can wear to eat your wife's pussy?
Oh, like wax lips, Down syndrome wax lips for eating your wife's pussy.
It just attaches right to the back of your head.
I don't know, babe. I thought we could try it. I saw a fucking Instagram ad for it. Man, I got too much sun again this week. You know what? I meant to apologize for last week how I got too sunny and I had too much children's allergy medicine. I made a complete ass of myself. I might have been worse this week. I'm sorry again.
We'll buy you a tongue gag this week.
This did go a little bit off the rails tonight.
Man, God damn it. That's fine, though.
John Cusack said they have an extra bone in their tongue.
It's Josh Cusack. They have an extra bone in their tongue. Yeah. Damn, they would just pulverize your meat. You'd have like cartoon grip marks on your bird. It'd be like throbbing red. Boom, 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 boom. Just
Here's the thing, though. You know, everything they do is about pleasure. They are the ultimate hedonist.
yeah.
Would they figure out what feels the best and go with that, or just go full on?
Full.
Like Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
He's talking about being a Tasmanian devil on your meat. Yeah, Down syndrome guy is nuts. I don't
That
know.
tongue's got to be a little bit sandpapery, though.
Yeah, it's weathered.
Yeah.
It's like the Sphinx, dude. It's
'Cause-
been exposed to the elements.
Because the mouth is always open. So
Yeah.
it can't be. And there's a lot of, they've lost some drool capacity.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a very dry, heavy
you're
tongue.
dealing with erosion.
Yeah.
Basically.
Every few summers, you got to have it seal coated.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
deserty blowjob.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Just get your test and we'll go from there.
Okay. Man. I wonder if I could get like government benefits or something.
Oh, definitely.
I've never gotten government benefits before. I've always been curious if I could be retarded.
You don't even have to be retarded.
What do you have to be?
You could have any kind of special needs. Like there were kids that I worked with when I worked at a public high school that were seemingly normal kids,
Yeah.
but just because of their behavior issues, their moms were able to get a check for them.
So if I start being bad, I can get money.
If you're a bad boy, you can get.
What kind of shit should I do? Should I start stealing?
I would suck your
Ooh,
own dick and start.
what if
from
I
there.
started cursing at teachers?
Call your mom a bitch?
Yeah, I'll call my mom a bitch. Call my dead mom a bitch.
Oh, it's even worse.
Damn, I just go to the cemetery and be like, fucking bitch,
Just throwing cans of Mountain Dew at her headstone.
dumb dead bitch, punch her tombstone. I start beating the shit out of her grave. Yeah.
Just FaceTime your fucking
Yeah, they're gonna
social
send me to
worker.
juvie, dude. I already went to boot camp. I had to do basically 20 push-ups every day. So, yeah, you tell me if you want to get fingered. I'm a bad boy out trying to get some of that money. I'm gonna get bad boy welfare this summer.
You can get like at the time.
I'm gonna be a sunburnt motherfucker.
Let me tell you how much you can get to. This was 2013 when I was last aware of kids who were getting this. They were getting over $700 a month
Whoa.
for being bad boys.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
a bad enough dude.
you can make some serious cash being a bad boy.
I already do. Man. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
And dude, just imagine, you could probably even get more if you couple that with autism and your Downs.
I don't have Down syndrome. I don't think I have Down syndrome either. So that's
Dude,
all I'm saying that.
Dude, maybe get some of those Joe Rogan on it tongue fatteners.
If I got plastic surgery to be Down syndrome, has anyone done that before? Yeah, and the patient came to me, and I had to basically revitalize the entire plastic surgery industry to make him the perfect Down syndrome person. It's just like some German doctor doing like unbelievable work on me. It's like, whoa, dude, I'm like puffy, like lip injection, but with Down syndrome eyes.
You're just like frantically unfurling the gauze like in Batman with Michael Keaton.
So he basically represents the culmination of my entire career. Thank you. And then people are just like, yeah. I start sucking my own dick. I'm in an auditorium of like medical professionals just sucking my own dick.
Bradley Cooper's going to play you in the play.
We installed the drooling apparatus in his lower mouth. We have pushed his eyes together and made them uneven.
I have installed a championship belt over his right shoulder and disappointed his parents for the rest of his life.
We gave him a John Cena back tattoo.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. If they like had to show me to academia for being the first ever retardation transplant recipient.
Dude, Jesse T1000 said you're going to be the first trans-tarded person.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a tongue transplant.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the first ever
Tongue transplant. Yeah.
whole tongue transplant. I might get my whole head replaced with a Down syndrome head.
We'll just know it's you because it's wearing the same hat.
Dude, a 6'1" Down syndrome guy with a fanny pack, wearing short shorts, and just talking about cum every day. All I need is a new head.
What are they gonna just transfer your spirit into a Down syndrome
I'm gonna
body?
pilot a Down syndrome body.
Yeah, you're like Avatar.
Yeah, that's all I need. Fuck. God damn it. I got a lot riding on this now.
$700 is a lot of money, man.
A month, dude.
Yeah, you can put your head on fucking payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would be totally worth it.
You got good credit too, man. You could pick out any kind of head you want.
I know, especially since the creditors don't realize I've been fired yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll start going on Facebook Marketplace and looking for retarded guy heads.
Oh, dude. What if you got your Down syndrome head repossessed?
Maybe I'll start with a cat head. Man, that'd be a
You gotta
great
trade
phase.
your way up to that.
What a great phase to go through, just getting your head replaced over and over again, trying out cat for a little while. That'd be cool, I guess. Get my memories transplanted.
When you would come over, would you want me to scratch you a little bit, or would you still
Yeah.
shake hands and hug?
Oh yeah, no, I'd still be the same me except with like a few cat tendencies. So I'd just be like,
I think you should find whoever those guys who invented the face-off technology with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Head off.
Yeah.
tongue off.
Just get it done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Katie said Shane might do an even trade. Oh, that's a good point, Tim Tuesday. Furry is tart adjacent. You could start with that. Just seeing how well you adjust to it by putting on a furry head.
Yeah, but that's like step above. That's the last rung that your pinky is holding on to before you slip into sex offender. Going furry, you're like hanging off the roof and the bad guy's already stepped on all of your fingers except for your pinky. That's the last thing holding on. When you put that furry costume off, it's like...
But, dog, here's what you got to accept. If you're making the transition to tard, they don't know social, sexual parameters. Dude, I worked at one of those special camps. One of my last
Same.
days there, I had a special guy grind on me, and everybody thought it was hilarious, which it was.
Yeah.
However, it's still probably sexual assault.
That's what happened to Terry
Yeah.
Crews. Brendan Fraser had a Down syndrome guy hump him at a Hills party.
So
You should have grinded
So
back.
did you laugh or did you just bend over?
Were they
No,
like,
I
he
was-
likes you?
the music was blasting. Everybody was having a good time, man. I'll play along with it.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Mike. This was a great year with you. Oh. Yeah, just let him finish. He's gonna dry hump you until he comes in his
He
pants.
just wants to
or he'll
smell
just be
you.
a nightmare. Yeah. He'll be,
Look, when he hears the wheels of the bus go round and round, he just can't stop humping people. It's his favorite song.
Yeah, so you will be sexually aggressive.
So how long was the grinding?
It felt like forever. I actually quit. I still feel bad about it because it was like a 6-week camp, and I wasn't being paid a lot. And by like the fourth day, I was like, "Fuck this." And like the fourth day might have been that day that I got grinded on, and I was just emailed the lady when I got home. I was like, "All right, I'm not coming back."
whoa.
Yeah.
And all those retarded people were just like,
Well-
Mr. Mike left. He didn't like us.
Was the staff
And they were like,
laughing?
yeah, he didn't like your.
Everybody was.
He didn't like your
fucking laughing.
retarded ass.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, man. It was
It's got to be bad.
It was bad. It was a fucking nightmare to begin with too, because there was a security guy who worked on this campus where this camp was being held, who would come in to yell at mostly me because of parking was an issue there. They wanted you to park across the street at a bowling alley, and I just was not going to park at a bowling alley to go to work at a summer camp for special kids. So we
Seems
had
like a lateral move. What was your issue with parking in the bowling alley?
I just wasn't
Did you
going
have
to do
like a
it.
really nice car? Or
No.
did you just want something to fight with them about?
Oh, a combination of things, just because I thought he was just overstepping bounds. But also, dude, if I got either a ticket for parking there or got my car towed because it was going to be there all fucking day,
Yeah.
I just would not have been able to financially recover from that.
True.
And plus, it's like, dude,
But instead, you traded that in for a humping that you can't mentally recover from.
I could still feel that meat on my cheeks.
Wait, you said he did it to your face?
No, it came up
Oh,
behind
your butt
me.
cheeks.
Your butt
Okay, I'm about to
cheeks.
say, jeez.
He got me good.
Okay. Nice. How old was he?
I don't know. Well, they could come until they're 21, so he was like pretty high up there. He was pushing boundaries with the ages.
Old enough to probably know better.
Oh, I don't know if he knew better.
Yeah.
But
they don't have like a fire hose or something like that for like
A spray bottle.
a
at
spray
least.
bottle? Yeah, you gotta have at least a spray bottle.
It's a break open in case of racial emergency.
Yeah. Super soaker, something. There should be guards with super soakers to spray the specials when they're doing their thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that wasn't his first time doing that.
That's probably why everybody was laughing, because they knew it was like a thing he does.
Well, I was the only guy there, the only like typically functioning guy.
Okay.
It was like 10, 20 something chicks and me.
So you walked away from that situation?
Buddy,
So, it was a bunch of female staff and you're the only
buddy,
guy
I was
there?
married and I had kids. So
Oh, all right.
Good man.
yeah, thanks, Tim.
What?
You know what? They've probably been humped so many times that they thought it was hilarious to see a guy get humped. It was like
He probably
term.
penetrated some of them.
Yeah, and you just got to go with it just because you look like a dick
Yeah.
if you're correcting a special.
They've definitely been cummed on.
Yeah.
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 My HIV count is low. I'm saying.
They're probably saying they're Down syndrome testes. I'm saying. I'm 1 point above the threshold. You can have sex now.
Mm. Yeah.
What is the threshold? The IQ? Like 70 something?
I don't remember,
60
man.
something?
Yo, I found out like a sub 100 IQ might be kind of normal. Isn't that crazy? I think like 80 to 100
Is the new normal.
is yeah. I was looking this up to tell my kids. I revealed my IQ was measured as a child, and I'll never check it again. And it was a number that I was able to like tell my kids, like, you want to know what my IQ is? And I hit them with that, and we were looking up the gauges for it. And let me see. What do you think is a normal IQ? What do you think the average IQ is?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Isn't like 100 like the average?
85 to 114 is average intelligence. 85 IQ is
big gap.
average, dude.
Yeah.
Is considered average. How insane is that? Also, according to this, I would be considered moderately gifted. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so we got into like the 70 to 84 is borderline mental disability. 55 to 69 is mild mental disability. 40 to 54 is moderate mental disability, and then 25 to 39 is severe. And then they have all the way down to 1. You can have IQ of 1, which is like, why even bother scoring the fucking test?
Who's that guy?
Who has the lowest? Who's the lowest IQ ever?
He's facing the wrong way on his picture.
Who has the lowest IQ in the world? The lowest IQ ever, and why it can still mean greatness. This guy goes around giving the worst talk ever to high schools.
What IQ is Down syndrome? That's the key.
Oh, good point.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because Down syndrome,
Should
let's say
know,
Down
but I
syndrome is
don't.
50, and they show you a test that's like 52, then technically, it's legal,
Well, I think
right?
Downs is less tied into like intellectual disability than it is, I think, with your chromosomes.
Most individuals with Down syndrome have mild IQ, 50 to 69, or moderate,
Hell
35 to 50. Intellectual disability, with some cases having severe difficulties.
Brother, if you test positive for Downs, you gotta say you're one of the 69 IQs.
I don't have Down syndrome.
You might
we're
have
not we're not
Are
checking
you getting the
for
fucking
it.
head or what?
I don't
Are
have
you getting
fucking-
the head
I
transplant?
don't have Down syndrome.
Well, if you're gonna get the head, you gotta be one of the 69 IQ guys.
Well, I don't have it. So.
Be a higher echelon.
You could get it.
Yeah.
You're going to have so much fun this summer that you're going to contract it.
I am worried about that.
You're going to get it from river water. Ooh,
I had
baby.
a question I wanted to ask you guys, and I can't remember it now. Fuck. What?
I'm just checking up on my... Scumtar Prime got me all fired up because he's been fucking cashing out on fucking...
You got some parlays.
betting at. Yeah, I got one set up for the game tonight, so I just checked it real quick.
You making money?
I'm on track. I'm doing okay. There's a few things that have to fall my way, but... Yeah, I need Draymond Green to get 5 rebounds in the last 8 minutes.
Good luck with that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck,
So
what
hopefully
am I
he
asking
can-
you guys?
Ham it up for me.
Yeah.
I'm so furious with myself. I wanted to talk about something and I can't remember what it is.
Down syndrome. Cats.
No, I'm never going to get this back.
Special MMA Olympics.
Fuck.
Yeah, Tim. He's got to get down with the syndrome.
Sorry. I'm doing a bad job of podcasting right now.
David, what
I should
does Duck
just
Duck
move on.
Spruce say when he says he has to do a head transfer?
You said what does what? Who?
Duck Duck Spruce
To do a
says-
head transfer, you have to be in a gravitron that is struck by lightning. It's kind of like a
That would be
Frankenstein
cool.
situation.
Yeah, it's like big.
This is
I
gonna
wish I was
fucking
retarded.
haunt me.
Yeah, I mean it's it's all about the look though.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have the look, right? But you have your normal brain, so like when you go to apply, they don't even test you, right? Because you got the look. You know?
Mm-hmm. I think I'd rather be retarded than short.
Like a Mission Impossible mask, but it's like a Down
I'd
syndrome
rather
mask?
be my height and visibly retarded than a short normal guy, a short successful guy. I believe this with every fiber of my being, and I think short dudes will agree with me. They'll go, absolutely, I'm with you 100%.
I'd rather be like 6'5" with a Down syndrome face than
That's up syndrome.
5'6".
Jesus, Katie.
What Katie said.
In reference to what you wanted to talk about, she said Mike's mom's pussy.
Doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Yeah.
I think that's the key, though. I think that's what I would do.
I'm not
mom's
making fun of short guys, by the way. I'm saying that I would prefer to be dead over short. That makes I'm sympathizing. I'm sympathizing with I've watched short dudes have like a really good setup, and then I've watched like the level of like bitch they have to put up with, and it's like, oh man.
I'll say that. I agree with you, though. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about short dudes either,
Mm-hmm.
but like I would rather go live in slavery times.
Yeah,
be
yeah, me too.
and be separated from my family and sold than be like 5'6". Yeah.
Yes, Tim, we have watched midgets fucking before.
Yeah, who hasn't?
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Did they always produce a midget child?
No, but it's just like the chances of very highly likely.
Snake eyes.
Yeah, like the Little People Big World. Is that name? That was the show, right?
Oh
They
yeah,
got a couple of the kids are normal size.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that dad was doing normal things. He got a DUI.
nice.
All those TLC reality families got dark problems.
Well, I think their blood alcohol level has to be above.
Oh god, yeah.
Has to be
That's
above,
a thimble of
yeah.
Has to
fucking
be above-
Goldschlager.
Has to be above 0.01 for them to be legally drunk.
When that Little People Big World midget got pulled over, the cops like license and registration, and he's got to fucking frisbee it up to him.
How much have you had to drink tonight? Well, I drank a children's Tylenol syringe full of tequila. Step out of the car, sir. You've got like a
Gotta pull
special
him out by
like
the hands.
Yeah, you reach up for the cop to pick you up. Look, man, just let me waddle it off.
You got to be a real heartless piece of shit to give a little person a DUI.
License and registration. It's in the glove box.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to sing the Lollipop Guild backwards.
I'm also charging you with driving below the steering wheel.
Can midgets and downs crossbreed? No, midgets aren't retarded. But
They're leg retarded.
Yeah. But those fat asses make up for it, though.
Dude, there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy when you get into these weeds.
yeah, I do think that hot ladies shouldn't be allowed to have sex with midgets. I think that is an affront to the god. But you see it all the time. It's always like, yeah, I get it. I understand. I am a dwarf. They can tell you the specific type of dwarf they are, and it's like, and this is my normal wife, and she's like, I love him like he's a normal guy.
Mm-hmm. Just how empowering does that have to be if you're arguing with your husband and then you get to pick him up like a baby?
Oh my god, you tuck him under your arm, and you just storm off with him.
Yeah.
You just palm his head. He's just trying to swing and kick. He can't even do anything. Ugh. How embarrassing is that, though, if you're a woman and your midget husband beats you? Like, no one's going to believe that.
Yeah. You got to explain all the bruises on your knees.
Yeah.
I walked into a coffee table.
We got a lot of coffee tables at home.
So explain to me how he hit you in the face again.
Yeah, he's got like a telescoping claw arm that he uses to get cereal off of the refrigerator. He put a boxing glove on it. He punched me in the face, Your Honor.
I will say this. I'll bet Peter Dinklage gets the most legitimate pussy out of any little person.
He's got to be so demanding.
Fame can overcome anything. That's the difference. Like, fame can overcome, like, shortness. Like, Prince was like 5'4".
Yeah.
You know, Tom Cruise is probably like 5'6" or something like that. You know, like, fame can overcome anything.
Yeah, it can move mountains.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just imagine how demanding he is with his floozies. Just talking like Frasier, swirling around like a $1,400 glass of wine, and just being like, you know, he's like mentally just like completely shot. He's had such a long day. He's like, all I'm asking is for you to take a shit on the top of my head. But and he's got like this dramatic, like, don't seem to want to. He completely flips out. Yeah, and that's every night. That's every time he has intercourse.
Damn.
I know that for a fact. No, I've never heard that or read it, but I know that's exactly how he fucks.
You got to put a phone book in the bed.
There's a lift on his condom. Don't know what that would look like, but. What time? How?
Yeah.
How?
An hour 7.
Yeah, I should go to bed.
Should have went to bed like 20 minutes ago.
I should go to fucking bed. Now, I know we were talking about moving this to Tuesday and have more energy. I only want to podcast in a deep delirium. Here's my plan for the summer. I'm going to get out. Me and Danny have been floating on the rivers on the weekends. We tried out the Delaware last time. It was perfect. We're going to do 4 hours floating on the river every Sunday. I'm going to be on the verge of a complete mental breakdown, and then I'm going to say, Danny, take us live. That's the only way I'm doing this from now on. I'm sorry. We can still move it to Tuesday, though. We can float on Tuesday. I'm just going to be sunburnt out of my mind. I'm going to have my skin's going to be horrifically peeling everywhere I go this summer. And there's not a goddamn thing anyone can do about it.
Watch me build. Are you saying that fucking a midget is like fighting a bonobo?
What's a bonobo?
I think it's a monkey.
Might be.
Well, great. This is a nice time. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. David, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the Patreon winds down, like, I wish we could do the second half of the Patreon episode from bunk beds.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to go right to sleep from here.
I think, well,
just turn
I
out
mean,
the lights.
we left it all in the field. I'm not going home with anything left in the tank. And that's a good honest podcast. That's an honest podcast that we just made. We almost got into trouble. We almost joked about shooting up the Special Olympics. But we didn't. I know I was teetering on the edge, and I thought, you know what? It's not even funny that I thought. It's not even funny to point out that I hate that I thought about what it would be like to shoot up the Special Olympics. We avoided that entirely, thank goodness. And maybe we should have ended like a minute. Maybe I should have just got out of here like faster than this. This sucks. Okay, that's the end. Goodbye.
All right, love you guys.